Lovely good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our webinar here on trading.life. I'm really happy to welcome you here to our last webinar for this week. For me today, it's number 5. This is my 5th webinar for today, and I'm so happy that I can finalize my trading day together with you guys here from trading.life around the world, especially here from Southeast Asia or wherever you are. I'm really happy that we can talk about trading. And the topic today, let's analyze our trades for this week. What did we do? Did we make profits? Did we make losses? What can we learn from this week? Something like this. And of course, I'm looking forward to see your questions here in the chat if you want. So ask me whatever you want about my trading style, about whatever this is. This is your session, guys, because I do trading now for 25 years. Yeah. So, and I'm not better than you. I just have only one advantage. I have 25 years experience. And this is my advantage I will have ever in front of you, ever. I always have a more experience than you. But this is what I want to do, that I can share my knowledge, my wisdom, my insights, and of course, my experience from 25 years with you. So, and my webinars may be kind of different because we have clear rules for our trading. And this is what we want to do today. There is no analyzing charts. There is no guessing. There is no gambling. There is just only clear and strict rules. So therefore, the question is, if you are strong enough for trading. And the quote of the day is, when does trading make happy? In God's sake, when does trading make finally happy? Because as long as you lose money, maybe you have fun with trading, but this is more discovering interesting things. But what is happiness in trading? And when does trading make happy finally? Can we reach this goal of being happy with trading? Or maybe we should say despite trading? So I do trading for 25 years and I lost everything with trading. My money, my family, my confidence, my ego, everything, literally everything. And I'm happy that I'm still alive. And I'm more happy that I can share my knowledge with you and my experience with you, because this is, I would just say, not priceless. Yes. Experience is absolutely priceless. Yeah. Okay. So then let's go on. And before we do this, we have to do the rights, Trading with stocks and financial assets can expose your capital to substantial risks, possibly even beyond the capital you have invested. Trading is not suitable for everyone. Investment successes as well as profits from the past do not guarantee success in the future. Mr. Thorne, nice to meet you here. Let's have fun together. Yeah, and I show you my rules. That's the rule. Success is not a fantasy. It's a formula. That's the strategy. I am a trend follower. I trade out of the correction and I have a probability. It's the expectation value of roundabout an average 70%. This is provable. This is proved by a lot of strategies and a lot of statistics. So that's the numbers, because trading is a game of mathematics, which means you have to have rules. And that's the rules I'm trading with. You need a valid trend, product, who cares? Rule number 2, young trend, entry between trend on number 2 and 4. Rule number 3, buying cheap, selling expensive. Buying cheap, which means we trade out of the correction, which is really clear. Rule number 4, we are waiting for the rebound. I don't work with limit orders. I don't work with market orders. I'm waiting until the correction is done. And then I have an Heikin Ashi balance candle. And then I set my pending order stop buy or stop sell, which means I'm humble enough and say, okay, dear market, if you want to continue the trend, please take me with you. I'm not so arrogant and work with limit orders and say, guys, here I'm standing there, please pick me up there and then you can go. This is just only unexperienced trader doing this. But an humble and experienced traders works with pending order stop sell or stop buy. And they say to the market, dear market, yes, I'm waiting for you. If you go to this direction, please take me with you. Yeah. And this is better than to be too arrogant in trading. Yeah. So therefore, we can have a look at the 4-hourly charts. I just only trade in 4-hourly chart and in daily chart. And I want to show you a running trade. This is EURUSD. And EURUSD, it's here. So actually 20 pips in profit. So what I'm doing right now is, as you can see, it's a downtrend for the moment in EURUSD, downtrend in trend of number 4. Yeah, I tried to make an entry here in trend of number 3, because then I trade my stop into the profit zone and I got out, no loss. Yeah, no loss, but no profit also. Then immediately with the next balance candle, I make a re-entry. Yeah, and now I'm still a little bit in profit. Leona, nice to have you here. Also, Tess, also. And Sarah, wonderful. Thank you that you're here and spend your precious lifetime with me. Lena, when I trade the markets, I get anxiety and adrenaline. Yes, I understand. And do you want to know why this is the fact? Can you give me an answer, Lena? Do you want to know why you are anxious, why you have this feeling of fear and anxiety? You want to know the answer? Then type in the chat box, yes, please. Yeah. Ruby, is that a volume indicator that you're using? It's a market profile. It's based on historical volume because I want to know where is the fair price. Yeah, and actually in 4-hourly chart, the fair price is at 106. And you know, prices are expensive or cheap, and sometimes they are fair. And prices have the behavior basically from too expensive or too cheap going back to a normal price. That's based on volume. That's the system, how prices basically work. The product, no one cares. Yeah. So actually, I don't know, but I have my trading strategy. So actually, you see, there is a trading line, and I follow that line. And if I have a price above that line, then I close the trade. Yeah. And so I have a clear exit strategy and entry strategy. So actually, this is a running position in EURUSD. Okay, Lena. Yeah, now you know. I know you are real. Okay. You want to know why you feel anxiety and adrenaline? It's a kind of simple answer, because you don't know what you have to do. And that's normal for your human behavior. If you are outside your comfort zone, and trading is always outside comfort zone, yeah, then you don't know what you have to do, when, how, where, and why. 5 questions, 5 not answers. And this is that's the point why you feel this anxiety. And on the right side of the chart, where we do trading, not on the left, because we don't analyze, we just have to follow rules. But if you don't have rules, if you don't have a clear strategy, if you don't know what you have to do. So I don't know if you are a wife or maybe a mom or whatever, I don't know. But I'm quite sure you know, with your kids, with your husband, with your work, with your normal daily life, you know what you have to do when you get up in the morning, You know where is your coffee, you know where you have to buy breakfast, you know where you have to have lunch, something like that. That's the point. You are in your comfort zone. For example, if you're a car driver, then you know where is your gas station. You don't feel any anxiety. Why? There is no adrenaline. You drive with your car to the gas station, and you get your gas, you pay your money and everything. But trading is outside your comfort zone. And therefore, you feel this anxiety, which means if you don't know what to do, when, how, where, and why, it's humanity, then you must have this feeling of adrenaline and anxiety. It's normal. So therefore, you need a mentor. Therefore, you need an education that you learn what you have to do, when, how, where, and why. And trading, learning by doing, is not working. 90% of all traders fail because learning by doing by yourself is not working. By the way. So, and that's the answer to your question. Yeah. So let's see. Are we doing a market recap about this week? Yes, of course, Kevin, we do. If you're a little bit more patient, then you do, then we do. Does it measure volumes around the price areas? Yes, it does. Could you guide me how to trade smartly? Yes, I can. If you can go to my homepage, for example, you can go to my homepage, DowHow-trading.com. There is English version also. You can do so. There you'll find everything, or you can go on trading.live also. And there you will find, for example, my channel here, and there you will find something couple for free. But this will not really help. This is just to learn a little bit. If you want to know more, if you want to, then you catch the online course, and then I can trade how to trade smartly. But this is not for free, by the way. You should know that no education is for free. How pairs did you take this week? I show you right now. Are you going on a sell for the euro? No, actually I have a sell position, but if I get out, then I do it again, but just only when my rules are there. Are you going, are you being confused about the reason for the trade causes fear? Exactly. Yes. Follow the rules, everything. Question when any trades you right now. Upstream. What are we looking at today on our trades? I enjoy the point. How much is the online course? The online course is one payment, 999 euros. 999, or you can pay in 3 installments, whatever. And then I'm your private mentor. It's an online course. You can do it in your own pace. It's 18 parts, 1 hour, 1 part, 1 hour. It's really, really intensive, but you can do it in your own pace. And of course, you can ask me during the course. There is a comment field, commentary field. You can ask me. I'm your teacher then. I'm a private teacher. So, and we can get in contact directly. And then you have a great chance. Then you have a real chance. And this is my guarantee for you. Once you make the course, you have a guarantee to make money with trading. But then you know what you have to do, when, how, where, and why. Because all answers are there. It's just up to you. But believe me, after 25 years of experience in trading, I can tell you this biggest experience, you cannot learn trading by doing yourself. It's not possible. It's just marketing. It's just an illusion. It's absolutely not possible. Okay, so this is for Euro USD. Let's just wait for the results. Okay, so I want to show you a couple of other trades. Actually, I have opened British pound Australian dollar, and you can see it's a real performance. 52% in profit. Who cares? I just follow the rules. That's the point. I make my entry. You see, trend on number 2. I show you, I mark it for you. Here was my trend on number 2. Yeah, there was the correction out of the correction. Yeah, there was my balance candle, and there was my entry. So there was my entry, and now I just follow the price. That's all. Yeah, I don't have a target. Why should I have a target? The logic in trading says buy cheap and selling expensive. So when should I know when is expensive? The market says when it's expensive. Then I know. I don't have to analyze. Maybe there is next 5 trend arms. Who cares? I don't know. Actually, I trade my stop loss and 31% is mine. I cannot lose that money. Yeah. And if we see more, then I can trade my stop. By strategy. You need a clear strategy for entry and for exit. Very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Then British pound JPY, also 25% actually in profit, but forget the numbers. No one cares about the numbers. It's stupid. Yeah. When we talk about our question for today, when does trading make happy? You must understand that the numbers will not make you happy. Not. Because the result of a single trade is not interesting. Happiness becomes to sticking to rules. Happiness is going, or you can be happy if you know what you have to do, when, how, where, and why. Always, ladies and gentlemen, always, not for one single trade, always. When you go to your bed in the evening, who is going with you into your bed? Who do you take with you in your sleeping room? Your husband? Your wife? Your dog? Or trading? Be honest. Who is with you in your sleeping room when you're going to sleep? Trading? As long as you take trading with you into your holy sleeping room, you will never be happy. Believe me, you will never be happy. As long as you think trading is fun, and as long as you think trading can make you happy, you will never be happy with trading, because you will lose money. And you must lose money because it's a game of mathematics. And you know, actually today I have this nonsense discussion in the Trading Life WhatsApp group because someone says he makes no losses. I know this is just stupid. This is impossible. Yeah. Okay. You can have no loss in 1 week. Yeah. If you make 5 trades, of course, then you have a wonderful run, of course. But if you say you have no losses in trading and you don't trade for real, yeah, because that's really stupid. But if you want to know when you become really happy with trading, then you have to go deeper, because there is a time in front of your screens and there is a time when you are not in front of your screens. And you have to be happy with trading and without trading. But as long as you have this thoughts carousel, when you are outside, when you are not in front of your screens, when you cannot wait to get back to your trading, let me tell you this, after 25 years, you lose everything. And you will lose your family. And you will lose your friends. And you will lose money at the end. And therefore, believe me, just only about this internet thing, there was growing up this industry of trading. When we go back into the 80s or 90s, there was only one way to become a trader. If you make an education in a bank or in a trading house, at the stocks in New York, in Bangkok, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in London, in Frankfurt, you have to pay. It was a normal education. And when it comes to internet, online, that everybody can have access, there people find a way to make marketing with this. But that does not mean that you can learn trading by yourself. Not possible. Believe me, it's not possible. Because having a trading strategy, yeah, is just only one thing. But how do you handle your losses? And it's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. And I tell you why. Tell me, or maybe I ask you, are you interested in this topic? Do you want to know why it is not possible to learn trading by yourself? Are you interested in this topic or not? Let me know. If not, then I go forward here. It's just up to you. It's your session, not mine. Are you interested in this topic? Okay, I tell you why. If you do trading, and you should listen really carefully because this is really deep insight. Normally, I just tell this to my students. They pay me as their mentor, but I love you guys, and I know I want to help you. There's one big difference. If you start with trading, you get an external result and you have an internal result. So what's the difference? If you do trading, you get an external result. That means your account. Think about it. It's pure logic. Nothing what I have, oh, I find something. No, it's pure logic. By the way, my mentors taught me this 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago. Without my mentors, I would not be here. I could not share my knowledge with you. Without mentors, no chance. Yeah. So if you start with trading, you get an external result. That means if you make profit, if you make plus trades, you make profit, your account is growing. If you make losses, then your account is decreasing, you lose money. How do you react on this? With your brain, we don't talk about mindset, just the way how you think. And here we come to a part of humanity. Because humanity means if you lose something, then your brain, this is your education, life education, by your parents, by your teachers, by life. If you lose something, you make something wrong. So if your food, which you cooked, is not tasting good, maybe you mixed sugar and salt. Something was wrong. External result. Losing money. Oh my gosh. I must make something wrong. Worse, if you make profit with your trade, then you get an external result. Oh, I make money. I make something right. Thinking, I make something right. So the account is your external result. If you have profits, you think you make something right. If you lose money, then you think, oh my gosh, I make something wrong. So now comes the question. Yeah. Now comes the question. Who gives you internal result? Who gives you feedback? Who? Who gives you feedback? Because losing money in trading or making money in trading does not mean you make something wrong or right. That's interesting. We have external result and we have internal result. And here we go. If you try to teach your trading by yourself without having a mentor, without having a coach or an education or a community you have to pay for, by the way, like you have to make to bank or to a trading house. Yeah. Who gives you a response? Who gives you feedback? Who? Any WhatsApp groups? Marketing. Any Telegram groups? Marketing. Yeah. Any online groups? Marketing. No. Who can give you a result? Think about your own education. Think about your own education. When you make your education 3 years, or maybe you were studying lawyer or doctor, yeah, you're studying for years. So here, who gives you response? Your teacher. And your teacher has way more experience than you, right? Am I right? I think I'm right. So the point is, if you don't have a teacher, if you don't have a mentor, if you don't have someone who has experience in that, what are you doing there? Who should give you an internal result? Because just losses on profits is an external result, external on your account. There you can see you make money or lose money, but that does not mean that you make something right or wrong. So you need an internal result, that someone is talking to you and say, okay, yeah, you did everything right, but you lost money. It's a part of the game. You stuck to the rules, but you get a no from the market. With this single trade, you got a no from the market. Listen to me. If you have a technical minus trade, not you break the rules. If you have a technical minus trade, which means you stuck to the rules, entry and exit, sticking to the rules, and you lost money, then you got a no from the market for now. But that does not mean that you make any mistakes. But who tells you this? No one. And that's the big problem if you try to teach yourself, because you cannot teach yourself. How do you want to teach yourself? How? The point is, if you follow any whatever here on trading.live, Mr. Fong, Mr. Saif, me, or the other host, whatever, and now you see how they are trading, and the session is done. When we are done here in a couple of minutes, what are you doing then? You just see my charts. You say, whoa, 25%. Whoa, that's cool. I want to do so. So who do you ask? Go, I'm not here. Just finish is over. Yeah, you see, you cannot. How do you want to teach yourself? Because you don't know what is right and wrong. And then the humanity path. The humanity path is always the same. If you lose money, then maybe you try the second time, and maybe you try the third time. But after the fourth or the fifth time you lose money, you question the strategy. And then you think, oh, something is going wrong. Something is going wrong. So what do you do then? I teach you. I can tell you. It's the humanity path. The humanity path, or I call it the circle of suffering. So what do you do then? Yeah, you watch the next webinar. If you cannot do the same like Mr. Fong or Mr. Saif or Mike like me, you watch the next show. You read in the next book. You're buying whatever there is. You do the next and the next and the next strategy and the next indicator and the next signal service and the next newsletter and the next one. And this is the circle of suffering, because it's repeating and repeating and repeating and fucking repeating again, because it's always happened the same. Sometimes you make profits and sometimes you make losses. And if you make too many losses, you question the next strategy. Oh, maybe this is not working. And you always get the internal result. I don't get it. Everybody makes money. Why not me? Mr. Marcus makes money. Mr. Fong makes money. Mr. Saif makes money. Why I cannot make money? Because everybody is telling, oh, this strategy is really cool. Oh, this indicator with this signal service, this is that money, that's the percent, this is this one. Why not me? So the point is, you question yourself, because you cannot teach yourself. Because you cannot teach you in that way that the last trade you make an experience, there is a learning effect. So where is the learning effect? if no one teaches you. Is this logic or isn't it? I think this is logic. Huh? Yeah, Maurice, the circle of suffering, I call it to my students, the circle of suffering. And this is what you do, actually. So the question is, when do you want to break out? When do you want to break out from this circle of suffering? Because, listen, guys, and this is really hard. This is really, really hard. If you think you have time, then I have to disappoint you. Because you don't have time. Because you don't have time to waste. Or do you know if you will wake up tomorrow again? Do you know if you wake up next week again? Can you do anything that you still live tomorrow? That you wake up tomorrow? Can you do anything? No, you cannot. Just a coincidence. If your heart is still beating tomorrow, then you can do trading. But if your heart is not beating, if it stands still tonight, then it's over. And this can happen every second, every minute. Look the news. Look about around the world. The world is going crazy. We have a war in Europe. In the middle of Europe, we have a big war. Here in Thailand, people suffering about whatever, wherever you live. You have a car accident. You're getting sick. You have a heart attack. Do you know if you will wake up tomorrow? I don't know. I really don't know. So this is why I tell you, you don't have time. You don't have time to try another strategy. You don't have time to buy another book. You don't have time to say, no, let's try this. Next week, I do the next one. Maybe there is no next week for you. What do you do then? Am I right or not? I am. Because this is what my teacher taught me over the years. And believe me, guys, this is just, can I share just a quick story with you? Let me go back to the charts, yeah? So when I got my mentor, 20 years ago, I have 4 mentors. I tell you, 4 mentors. I have my main mentor. He's writing books like this. My main mentor, I have this for 20 years. I have one mentor for the technical part, like developing software, understanding indicators, estimating, lines like this. And my main mentor taught me how to trade, trend following, something like this. Then my third mentor taught me how, because I'm trading in asset management, because I'm a trader for wealth, for rich people. Yeah, so he taught me how to handle millions on the account. So my smallest account I trade for clients is $500,000, and my biggest account is $12.5 million on the account. So this is different to have a €1,000 account, $1,000 account. So the third mentor taught me how to handle and deal with huge money, huge account. And my fourth mentor, I got him a couple of years ago, is my spiritual mentor, Geshe Michael Roach. It's a Buddhism Geshe. So, and he taught me about cause and effect. And he taught me and showed me and taught me my purpose of existence. He showed me my path of teaching. And this is why I'm here, because I want to share my knowledge. I want to make people happy. This is what I'm doing. I make people happy. So without my mentors, I would not be here, by the way. So, and this is, what does it mean to have a mentor? That you get response, that you get an internal result, that someone taught you. Okay, and there's a story, just a quick story. When I got my first mentor, I was trading like this. So bam, 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 bam. I terrorized the chart. entry, exit, 5 minute, DAX, Dow, Euro, Gold, 1 minute, 30 minutes, 1 minute, 30 minutes, bam, 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 without knowing. And one day, I don't know if I have the picture here. I don't know if I have this picture here. I guess not. No. I deleted it already. When one day I came to my desk, and there was a picture from a starving little kid from Africa, crying, sick, starving. Really, it was a terrible picture. And I saw this picture and I was shocked. I was scared. And I asked my mentor, why are you showing me this? Why are you showing me this starving kid? And then he said to me, you know what, Marcus? You are responsible that this kid has nothing to eat. And I said, what's going on? What's going on? Why should I be responsible that kids must die because they have nothing to eat? Then he said to me, because you lose money without knowing why. You lose money because you don't know what you do. And with every euro, with every fucking dollar you lose without knowing why, a kid must die about you. I could say nothing at this moment. It's still emotional, yes. But that was my experience. And up this moment, I had this picture for months on my desk. And this showed me that I have a responsibility, that I cannot do whatever I want in trading. I have to follow the rules. And if I lose money, I have to cut the loss. And I have to let the winners run. And this is why I spend 10% of all my profits to people that don't have anything to eat. This is what makes happy. And this is why you need a mentor, because you cannot teach trading by yourself. Even you know my rules now. Even I show you in every single webinar my rules. You cannot teach trading by yourself. It's not possible. Absolutely not possible. No? So let's go back to a little bit trading. So I want to show you my other account. And here a couple of trades. So this is US dollar JPY. So you see here again, I just follow the rules. I just follow the rules. There was my entry. You see, there was the entry. That was my trend on number 2. That was the correction. There were the balance candles. There was my entry. My stop loss was here. There was my initial stop loss. Then the chart is going on. I trailed my stop loss here into the profit zone, and now the trend is going on. Yeah. Now the trend is going on. Yeah. And if you want to learn, then you see here on my homepage, DowHow-trading.com, there you get everything what you want. You don't need, I don't force someone, but I can share my knowledge with you. You cannot teach trading by yourself. Think about it. External result, internal result. Or we can say external feedback, internal feedback. External is the development of your account, going up or down. But who will give you internal feedback if you make a mistake or not? And then you're going to the human path, circle of suffering, and you will suffer. You will, believe me, believe me. Yeah. The link to your homepage, of course, I can do. Here is the link if you want. Yeah. This is why it's good to have a mentor, of course. But by the way, not any mentor, not anyone. First of all, that's the big problem in this industry. Who to find a good mentor? I can share just my knowledge with you, my experience. First of all, you have to have direct contact with your mentor by email, by Zoom meeting, whatever, that you have a feeling if you love this mentor, if you can like it. Because if you don't have a connection, if there is no connection here, you know, if you don't like it, if you don't like that mentor, then he can teach gold. He can teach you, he can be the best trader ever. If you don't feel sympathy, if you don't feel empathy with him, if you don't have a connection to him, because no, oh no, I don't like the way he speaks. I don't like the way something. Then don't do it, because you learn nothing. You can teach whatever you want. If you don't like your mentor, don't do it. Don't give money. Don't waste money. First, you need to like your mentor. Yeah. The next one, try to figure out if your mentor is a real trader or if it just makes marketing. You will figure out that. Let him show you a track record, a real account that you can see, okay, he is real trading. Second point. Then third point, the way he's teaching, it must be easy to understand. If he tries to explain something mathematics, stupid things, you don't understand, you need a university degree to understand. It's not a rocket science. Trading is not a rocket science. Yeah. So easy to understand. And then, of course, a long-term relationship, not crash course, long-term. You need a mentor who supports you, encourages you for a long time. This is why I have an online course you can do by yourself. It's recorded by myself. I teach that by myself. And afterwards, I have a DowHow community. I have 3 webinars a week. I have 140 students for the moment. I teach everybody in person. Yeah. So a long-term relationship, no crash course, no signal service. This is not working. So, and if you find such a mentor, then it's worth to give money. Then you should invest in yourself. Then it makes sense. If not, then it's wasting of lifetime and wasting of money. Yeah. Multiple mentors, I guess you will find, but you should start with first one. Yeah. First one you like. And as I said, I showed you this now, requirements, what is very important. Yeah. And then you will figure out if you need more mentors. But maybe mostly I make my other 3 mentors I got with my first mentor, because my first mentor introduced me to my next one and the next one and the next one, and now I have 4. Yeah, and all of them, of course, today, if we have meetings, something like, oh, by the way, I have to report my trading to my mentor too, because he is checking my trading. And I am also reporting after 25 years, yeah, because it's needed. You need to get feedback. Yeah? And I asked my mentor, is this right to teach my people, something like this? Yeah, and of course, this is the way. Yeah. So, okay, let's come to the next chart. Is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. And you see, this is the feedback from this week. That's the trade from this week. And you see, it's just an uptrend and a downtrend. Yeah. And for the downtrend, I opened the trade here. It was trend on number 3, because as you can see, I had already one trade entry here in trend on number 2. Then I trailed the stop loss and I had a little bit money with this trade. Who cares? I just stuck to the rules. That's the most important part. And then you see, I make a re-entry here. Yeah. And now trade is running. Yeah. And I have my magic line. My magic line is going trailing. And then I know when I have to go out. Yeah, and this is British pound JB. Why? Also lovely uptrend right now. You see in the right side of the chart. Look, I will show you on the right side of the chart. So let us see, I stuck to my rules, by the way, that I cannot teach if I don't stick to my own rules, by the way. Yeah. So you see, there was the situation. So the trend starts here. The trend starts here. There was point number one. That was the first move and the first correction. With this move, we got rule number one, a valid trend. When it comes to this point, we had a valid trend, rule number one. So the next correction was second correction and the first opportunity to open a trade. Then we have a correction deeper 38%, rule number three, and there was the balance candle. There was the balance candle, rule number four, and therefore that was the entry. Yeah? So, and this is the point about come back to the lady. They asked me how to lose anxiety. This is one reason one cause how to feel comfortable when you always know what to do, how, when, why, and where. That was the point. Then you set your pending order and you say, lovely market, if you want to continue the trend, because now it's cheap, selling expensive, then please take me with you. Therefore, I had my pending order stop buy. And when it comes to the market, you see, then it pulled me into the market. And then as following, oh, of course, here, after I went in, oh my gosh, the price is going down. I was in loss. Oh, fear, anxiety. Oh, what should I do right now? You see why you need a mentor? Why you cannot teach yourself? Because you don't know when you get out. When you have to get out, you don't know. You make a decision based on your fear, based on your anxiety. But this is a game of mathematics. Making decisions based on your emotions is not working to make money in trading. Absolutely not working. So therefore, I was still in because I had clear strategy to go out. But that was not the point to go out. So I was still in and the price turns around and turns around. And now here we go. Yeah. Now here we go. That's the point. That's working. And you will lose your emotions and not control your emotion, not lose. You're not a robot. You're not a robot. Yeah. You will control your emotions when you know, again, even it's boring. Even it's boring. If you always know what you have to do, when, how, where, and why, then you can control your emotions. If you don't have an answer to one of those 5 questions, you must feel fear, anxiety, uncertainty, yeah, because you're always acting outside of your comfort zone. Euro, New Zealand dollar, yeah, you see, it's 1, 2, 3, trend on number 4. So I had a couple of entries on the way up. I made profits on the way up, and there I make a re-entry because there was an entry, I make money, and then I said, okay, there was the rules, there were the rules, sorry, there were the rules, and I left my pending order. Then we had the rate decision, New Zealand dollar this week, and the price jumped up and pulled me in. So now you see my stop loss where I calculated my investment, because there is no risk in trading. Don't forget that there is no risk in trading. In trading, you have probabilities, you can trust, you have money management, and you have trade management, but you don't have a risk. Deep understanding, logic, logic, ladies and gentlemen. So there I calculated my money at the last correction point, and I trail my stop loss with my magic line. Yeah, this is just for the course if you want to pay. Yeah. And finally, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, lovely profit also. Yeah, here, lovely profit also, actually 3%. Yeah, and yeah, it's working. Here, there was a first entry, and there was my second entry right now. And now you see trend continuation, yeah, is always more likely than a trend break. So if we want to have to analyze our ideas, we have a point here about today's topic, how to analyze your trading week. Yeah, so we have to analyze our trading week. Especially, I just can talk about my trading, yeah, not about yours. You have to analyze your own trades, by the way. Yeah, Hugo, no, I don't sell there. I had to sell. It was already, it's too late. Now the price is in the move. Yeah, you have to trade out of the correction if you trade with the rules, of course. But here now the price is in the move. It's too late. My question is, where were you when the signal was there? Yeah. Oh, there are so many things to learn. You see, so many things to learn. Yeah. Yeah, price is gone already, Alma. Absolutely correct. I'm really proud of you. Really, really proud of you. It's gone already. So I can see. So if I analyze my charts, I can say, yes, I stuck to my rules and I followed my plans for my exit. Actually, it's running. Yeah, and for the moment, I have 5 trades open, and you see 51% in profit. And the second account, there are 2 trades open for the moment, and here I'm 77% in front. Yeah, so that's cool. But the percent number is, no one cares about that. It's much more important, yeah, much more important that you stick to the rules. And that's the point. So I want to show you 2 trading ideas. It's British pound, Canadian dollar. So you see on the right side of the chart, there is a young trend on number 3. Now we see the correction. The correction went up 61%. We need just at least 38%. Yeah? And that means, yeah, there was the balance candle. And that's the reason why there must be placed a pending order in case stop sell, which means not limit orders, not market. Just when the price is going down, then please take me with you. That's the point. Yeah. Then we have your New Zealand dollar JPY. Yeah. You see, it's an old look. It's an old long trend. You see, 10 trend arms. Oh my gosh. 10 trend arms. How cool is this? 10 trend arms, ladies and gentlemen. That's so cool how you could make money with 10 trend arms. Yeah. How cool is this? Yeah. So, but now on the right side, I'm looking on the right side, the right edge of the chart. We are in trend arm number 2. We had 100% correction. And you see, there was the change of color. Yeah. And there is my pending order, stop sell. Yeah. Stop sell. And Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Oh, also very cool. You see, downtrend, long running. You see, entry July 2022, long trend, making tons of money. You see, tons of money. Entry here, stop loss actually is here, 8% by price. Different about your account, of course. But now we're on the right edge of the chart. So we have a young trend 2, trend of number 2. Correction. Correction, rule number 3. You see price hit 38%. Cool. Yeah. So rule number 4, balance candle. Stop buy on the way up. Either you get in or not. Stop sell, not limit, not market. Just put the stop here on the way up. Set your price, set your stop loss below that point, calculate your money there, and then activate the trade. And either you get in or not. If the price is going down, you're not in. You don't have a loss. And if you get a signal later, then you can trail the entry lower. Yeah. And if the trend will break, you don't have a loss. How cool is this? That's the point. Yeah, there is a lot of fight between buyers and sellers, but that's the point. Who cares? Yeah. This is also very interesting. Hugo, thank you for that. It reminds me about my own beginning of trading, because I said to my mentor, yeah, do you see that there is a big fight between sellers and buyers? And he looked at me. I said, how do you know that? And I think so. And then he asked me, who cares what you think? You have rules or not? And I said, yeah, I have rules. So who cares what you think? Just follow your rules. You don't have to explain the market. Yeah, no one cares. What do you think? You just have to stick to your fucking rules. Gosh damn it. Oh my gosh. I remember. Oh my gosh. It was in Frankfurt also, by the way, in the office. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's really cool. So stop trying to explain something. Just stick to the rules. That's everything what you have to do. So let's finalize the session today. When does trading make happy? I can give you an answer, clear answer. Yeah. When does trading make happy? When you don't have fun. And we know when you go to bed without thinking about trading. Or my mentor taught me a special term, when you find your daily evening freedom. Make a note. When you find your daily evening freedom, then you can be happy. If you can be happy without trading, when you go to bed and you don't think about your trades anymore, you can hug your kids, you can hug your wife, you can hug your husband, or whatever there is in your bed, and then you feel happiness, then trading can make you happy. Find your daily evening freedom. But let me tell you this, you don't find it without a mentor. With this in your mind, ขอบคุณมากครับ for listening to me and paying attention to me tonight. And I'm quite sure there are more webinars if you want to look. Mr. Fong, I guess. Yeah. And thank you. I wish you a lovely weekend. We'll see each other next week on Monday to prepare the week. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the logic be with you. See you next week.